Welcome to the Clean and Simple Podcast, where leaders are helping leaders do more to be more. Whatever your work may be, we are dedicated to giving you the insights and tools we use in the field. Our people are our greatest assets, and they are here to share their unique thoughts with you.
So I'm Emily Hauber, the marketing manager with Citi. We have Madison Steffen, we have Katie Draves, and we have Lexi Exline.
Did you struggle with that one?
Don't ever say first and last names together. We're on a first name basis. I feel like. Yeah. All right, so that's who is here today, and we're going to jump right into our topic. If somebody's trying to do marketing, one thing that really helped Citi internally, me, and the marketing department was we did a strategic value messaging workshop, which really meant we really dove into who makes us who we are, who do we want to be, so that we kind of got rid of all those shiny butterflies with that workshop. It sounds a lot fancier than it actually is. It was just a big analysis on maybe who our top customers are, why they're our top customers, why are they the most profitable customers. There's something there. There's a formula that we should follow. So we figured out our 3 top industries, which are...
Do you want me to name them off or give these two a chance? Industrial manufacturing.
Oh, you took food processing.
Yeah. All right, Katie, bring home the last one.
I thought Lexi.
They don't make stuff, they resell stuff.
They're not half, but they're whole.
Not whole.
They sell things.
There you go. So one thing, I know this half of the room is a little bit newer than this half.
Obviously.
We will get to that point where we'll talk about it. I mean, you guys knew you could, if you needed to find that information, do you know where to find it?
Mm-hmm.
Website, our pieces of content that we put out
Our
everywhere, brochures, testimonials. We have it all categorized by these 3. So that really helped me because I started focusing on the 3 industry types. It gave me more of a narrow focus. So we're not everything to everybody. I think there's something to be said there. If people are trying to figure out where to start with who you want to target.
And I think it's worth saying too, there's some other groups that you can target, like for example, future employees and recruiting, and that's a little bit easier one to understand, I think, straight off.
So
that's a good place
But
to
then
start
what kind
too.
of people would those be?
Well, I think that would be a separate strategic evaluation, but...
We should do that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, yeah, I think we should sit down and figure out what are those right people that usually tend to fit in each job, and then know how to target those people on all of the recruiting we're doing. Makes sense, right? Right now, are we just advertising to everybody that's willing to apply?
In a way. Our job descriptions are very vague, and we just kind of push it.
But on the Facebook algorithm, when you're searching for people to apply there, how does that one look? Is that really just every single person? Do you have like age groups?
Well, you can do age groups. You can not
location demographics.
You can filter it by location up to, I think it's 15 or 30 miles. It's somewhere in there, and you can also filter it by interests. So you can filter it by if somebody likes hunting, if somebody likes fishing, if somebody is into cooking, or...
Long story short, you can make Facebook ads on anything. You can do an income. If people, I don't know how that...
There's some restrictions with recruiting ads in particular.
But still on top of that, you can also just have regular ads that say recruiting.
Yep.
You kind of get in a gray area. But at the end of the day, we should really get more targeted on how we recruit. And maybe doing a system view makes sense.
Let's do that one next.
Okay.
I think you had a really great soundbite. You were talking about who you want to target, and then you said, we're not everything to everybody. And I really felt like that was a great...
soundbite. And so, that's, I feel like, is a whole other topic, too, because when I said we can't be everything to everybody, I was thinking more like we can't provide services from every single different, SKU, red shirt, blue shirt,
I didn't
pink
even
shirt.
think of that.
So,
I was thinking our content's not going to be for everybody, it's going to be for different people.
Yeah, so, when you went there, I was like, oh, I see what you're getting at, but that was not what I was thinking.
I was thinking about where you were going with it, too, and that's just the different brains.
Yeah.
Which is weird because you guys think alike. And we are opposite.
Where would you when you heard that term, Katie? Where'd your mind go?
I was just thinking actual services that we provide.
Okay. I'm the owner.
No, yeah, so it's just funny because where I went was back in the day, any place that had a front door,
Yeah.
we thought we could do business with them. And then we said, no, of these 20 businesses, these 5 make more sense for us. We should
Dedicating
really
our content.
dedicate more sales time, marketing time to getting those 5. Because if we get those 5, we can do everything else in the plant more smoothly. Unless we go to this one place that has these crazy expectations that we can't ever do, and then it puts stress on the office, production, service, marketing, if we get a bad review online. So that's where. But
No
the
yellow
same
and
thing.
pink polka dot tablecloths?
Nope, we've never done that. That is my go-to example. Like, we don't like yellow or pink and polka. What'd I say?
It's usually like
Po-
pink and yellow polka dots or something like that.
Yeah, we've never done that. I just like to make that. It's a dramatic statement.
Yeah.
But anyway, cool.
And I think that just shows like growth, because I feel like when a business just starts out, they do want to hit every single place that has a door, because they're just, it's like quantity over quality of customer,
And I
because they're
think-
just trying to get
Yep.
enough to get by, whereas we're well past that now, so we can kind of hone in on who we want to do it and make sure we're doing it well.
And I think a lot of people do that too just for brand recognition in a sense, but at the same time, does it really matter if somebody recognizes your brand if they're not your target audience?
Right.
And I think at the end of the day, people also get so focused on sales and they forget about brand. Or they think brand's something that can just happen later on. But I don't know, have you guys ever bought any Nike shoes?
Yeah.
Did you buy it because Nike said, here is my sale? Or you bought it because on brand, you knew it was a good, or why do we buy Apple products? At the end of the day, the best customers are the ones that come to you because they know what you do and they want to do it. And that's what's really great about marketing is some of the stuff that we're putting out, we're not asking for people to ask us questions, but people are doing that. So I think it's kind of a cool thing that we've done so much work, and especially in this industry, people are recognizing it, and now people are asking us questions. So that's what led us to this vlog is we've built brand in this industry, and there's nobody dominating the marketing content, the digital content we're creating in this industry. So we're at the top. Maybe not the top, but we're at the top. So people, I don't know, I think a couple years ago, Colin used to go to all these events, and he said, people know who I am. Colin's a very memorable person, and he said, but people don't remember City. And that stuck with me, and I think that's one of the reasons, I think that's one goal that I've always had in the back of my mind, is how do we get people to recognize City, not just Colin? So for a long time, I was just making content around kind of Colin, because people then would align the two. And now people understand who City is, and it's cool, a cool story that we've done. So now, how do we get people to realize that we are marketing experts or content experts, and how do we get people to want to talk to us about marketing? And I think that's where we're kind of at now. Why are we doing this vlog?
And this is kind of off topic a little bit, but I think one of the cool things about our brand that we have here at City is that we've gotten to the point where we already have like our colors and our logos down, and we've gotten to the point where our culture is part of our brand. And who we are at City and why we do things is part of our brand. And we've kind of taken it to that next step.
And I think that's all part of it, and actually, we didn't get far on our long story short, I'm going to get them all out of the way. Having a strategic value messaging workshop, knowing what messaging you're going to say, from the office staff to sales to marketing to anybody that ever interacts with City, we all are saying the same message. So we have this very defined content that we know who we're to talk to, and we know what problems we're going to solve, what we're really good at. Next was just like with just content, figure out what types of content you want to post, and then come up with a consistency plan. Hence, we have used the software Buffer. We have these marketing meetings to decide what content we're going to put out all the time. And then lastly is to start, do, distribute, and not just being crippled by planning, but actually doing. And then what you were talking about was going into we have the brand established. So I would say we have this box. And that box really is the messaging workshop and our branding style guide. If you have both of those two things, you can grow at an exponential pace, because you can do whatever you want as Katie, as long as it's within this box. And that's what I think we were trying to say, is we've established what our box is. And that is our culture, that is our messaging, it's our brand, it's everything. And that's just worth noting.
Thanks for listening to the Clean and Simple podcast. To find more episodes and learn about how we work, visit our website at www.citycleanandsimple.com/podcast. See you next episode.